I'm filming so late that it's dark outside, and my daughter got home before I was done. She said, "Oh." So hello and welcome to domytriesthis. I hope you brought your cuppa. Today's coffee mug says I am only talking to my cat today. My daughter chose this because my cat is talking a lot right now. And in the I'm only talking to my cat today coffee mug, we have the Tipson Turmeric, Peppermint, and Clove tea. I only put in one bag. I don't know why. I've had Tipson enough times you'd think I'd remember whether or not it needs to be double bagged. However, it's not right now. We're going to just try it the way it is and see how it goes. This is from the October Sips by box, so let's go ahead and give her a sip, and then we'll get started. You can smell the clove. It smells nice. Okay, so right now I'm mostly getting the turmeric, which I really like in a tea. But we will let it sit and see if that peppermint and clove shows up. So far the flavor seems fine. It seems strong enough to withstand the big mug. All right, so today we are doing an indie review. I don't think I opened this on the channel. When I got it, I wasn't feeling well, got it in the bed, opened it up and said, ooh, kept it in the other room. But we're going to go ahead and review it for you, and that is the H20Plus. This is I believe, a new skincare brand. It is Japan design clean skincare. Now, we got these 4 little things. In this big ass box. Seriously, not much else in it. It's a pretty box, but it's a little much for those 4 little things. It says Beyond Hydration right there. I like the box. I decided to keep the box. I keep boxes I like that are sturdy, but it is this is excessive, guys. This is really excessive. It did come with a little booklet as well that talks about the brand. Commit to radiant skin, get 20% off and free shipping. You're not going to want to buy this for the prices they have. Anyway, thank you for buying the Discovery set. Loved your trial. Have a felt difference in your skin after using 10 days? I'm going to tell you, I did not use it that long. This is going to be almost a first impressions kind of review, but there are reasons for that. Get 20% off your first shipment, when you subscribe. It is a subscription thing. Talks about how to do your program, what the program benefits are, how to subscribe, all that stuff. But here you go. I'm going to give you all this up front. The most popular is the refreshing 3-step cleanser, essence, and moisturizer. If you have subscribed, the first subscription price for those 3 is $88. Your total subscription price is $99. If you buy it without a subscription, it's $110 for those 3. I have a cleanser, that's $15, a serum that's about $27, and a moisturizer that's $26. So I guess it's about the same. They have a quick step, 2-step, which is cleanser moisturizer. The first shipment price is $56. The subscription price is $63. The regular price is $70. The radiant 3-step, it's the cleanser, serum, and moisturizer. First subscription price is $99.20. The regular subscription price is $111.60, and the regular price is $124. Then if you want all 4, the first subscription price is $131.20. Subscription price is $147.60. The regular price is $164. No. They tell you the steps on the back, show you what they look like in their full sizes, but there you go. These are decent sizes for a discovery kit, as I believe this discovery kit was $15. I can talk, really, I can. The discovery kit was $15, I believe. So it's not bad for a starter kit. I've gotten other starter kits about that thing, you know, about that price. I think there was another one I got that had like 9 or 10 different items in it that was about $15. Their products were overpriced too, which is one of my big complaints about this. This is really expensive, especially for the results I got. Like I said, this is going to be first impressions, and you're going to find out why. Okay, so in my notes, this was a $15 kit I tried. The kit includes the pamphlet, and just for the full sizes, and no, just no, $63 to $164. Nope to the nope, 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 nope. I get that I have a $27 mask that I use as a serum that does up the price of my particular products, but everything else I use is around 15 to 20. These are not 15 to 20. So, yeah, no. Also, I ended up using these things just once. So like I said, this is a first impressions review. So let's start with the cleanser. Let's see if we can find the cleanser. That's the moisturizer. There we go. So the cleanser, all of these are about 0.4, oh no. This one is 0.5 ounces. Everything else is, well, how much are you? Everything else is less than that, even the toner. So this is the cleanser. It has a nice creamy consistency. I didn't need much for a to have it foam up. So here's what the cleanser looks like. It's very creamy. It's slightly loose, but not loose enough to move, as you can see. It's very creamy, smooth. It blends out nice. It did foam up nice. You didn't need a lot. It did lather up really nicely. I don't like the smell. And I cannot tell you what this smell is. All I know is it's unpleasant to me. It's not strong either. At this point, it's actually almost tolerable, but once it lathers up, that smell just is completely surrounding you, and it gets much stronger, and it becomes very much in your face and very unpleasant at that point. My skin felt a touch dry and like some kind of residue was left behind. This is one thing I do not like about a lot of what I've seen of Korean and other Asian cleansers I've tried. A lot of them seem to leave a residue behind, and I don't like that. When I use a pad on my face, I don't want to have any of that on my toner pads that I use. I don't want any of that left on my face. I don't want anything from the cleanser left behind. I don't want anything from the toner left behind. I don't want any of that on my face. It's not smooth, so it left the residue, and my skin did not feel smooth. It felt tacky and sticky. It felt worse than having this makeup on right now. It really did. I can rub my hand along my skin. It feels, I mean, I could tell that I'm wearing makeup, but it doesn't feel like I'm wearing makeup. This cleanser felt like there was just something there. My hand could not rub along my skin like this. My skin did not feel soft, which is one thing that I associate with clean skin, especially with where my skin is now. Had I tried this a few years back, because I've only been doing skincare for the past 4 years, I think. I'm 57, so 5 years, about 5 years. Had I done this earlier, it might not have been such a big difference. My skin was very rough at that time. It was very much in need of moisture and help and all those things. But since then, since I've been very consistent and regular with my skincare regimen, my skin has gotten much better, even when I have washed everything off. I still feel like my skin is soft. I can tell when it's dry, my cheeks are dry, but it still feels soft. It doesn't feel rough, and this just left that behind. That just was, My toner pad came up stained as well, and this was on a no makeup day. Not really interested in trying it again. This is more of of a personal preference thing. It left the residue behind. It made my toner pad, you know, stained, even though this was supposed to wash my face and I hadn't worn makeup that day. If I had worn makeup that day, I'd be really probably much even more disappointed in it. So I don't see this as a very good cleanser. I'll be honest with you. I don't think it cleans, and it apparently still dries your skin even though it's not really cleaning your skin. So this is a no. I will say that when I finished using this, I wasn't turned off the whole line at that point. I just thought, okay, so that the cleanser's not for me. I have noticed that when I stop using my Derma E Gentle Hyaluronic Cleanser in the blue bottle, that a lot of times my skin can get very iffy. I was using a Korean one that I had a small sample of, and the small sample was great, but when I got the larger bottle of it, and I was using it more on a daily, more long term, my skin started to have some of those issues that it can get sometimes with cleansers it doesn't agree with. And so yeah, I just was thinking, okay, so it's a cleanser. My skin is kind of like my hair, could be a little bit fussy about what I use on it. So I thought it was just the cleanser. So the next thing was the priming water essence. That's this. This has an almost but not quite oily feel to it. Pretty sure I used a bit too much of it when I did use it. The consistency is slightly thicker than water. No scent, thank God. After the cleanser, I kind of appreciate the fact that this one had no scent. Let's do this. So yeah, it's kind of like a very loose oil, or almost like a thick water. If you look at that, you can see that. If I rub this out, you can almost see a thin shine on my hand, like there's oil on my hands from it. It's not as bad as if I had actually used an actual oil. However, I didn't see this as being a toner. I will say that this did feel pleasant on my skin. It felt somewhat cooling. However, it left a tacky, kind of a tacky sensation. But I will say this was that was over my peptide serum. So that might have been part of the problem, that the combination of the two didn't mix. However, just based on that oiliness of it, my skin is normal combination, pretty much. I have dry on the cheeks. My nose is what's left of my oiliness, pretty much. I used to be combo oily with oil all in my T-zone and on my chin and up in my forehead, and just more of a normal to dry on my cheeks. Since menopause, I've kind of dried up a little bit, I guess, and I've gone to more of a combination, nothing, no combo dry, no combo oily, and my only real oily part is right here. But that being said, since I'm not dry, I don't feel like my skin needs more oil added to it, and that oily sensation really turned me off. So next we have the Hydration Oasis Moisture Replenishing Serum. This is I'm going to shake this up because it is a bit on the looser side. It has a thin, milky consistency and look, but doesn't spread as easily as you would think. So there's that. So that's what that looks like. You can see it's kind of almost translucent, not quite. So it's sort of a milky kind of thing. It is thinner. It is spreading easily on my hand, but to get it to spread this easily on my face, I would have had to use a lot. And as a serum, it's quite expensive. So I wasn't interested in doing that. The scent is light, so it's not annoying, thank God. You know, after you get one product in a line that has a really heavy scent, you're like, I'm not sure about the rest of it. I was pretty much feeling that way about these products. Skin remained tacky. It didn't feel moisturized. So I don't think this one is worth the price. I have the Air Repair. Let me think about it now. Boost and Protect, I think, or something like that. But they have a serum. Their serum is like $26, I think. And I feel like my skin gets moisturized with that. I don't feel that this does that for my skin. So again, this one is, again, too expensive, and I don't feel it does what it claims to do. So normally, as with my hair care, my skin care, if I have an entire line like this, I try to use the entire line by itself without much of my other stuff. The exception would be the super peptide serum I have from Good Molecules. That would be it. Because if it doesn't have a peptide serum, and I'm using a peptide serum every night, I'm going to use my peptide serum. However, with this line, as I got done with the serum, I end up using the Claire's over this because, if you'll pardon me, what the fuck? The Claire's does an amazing job on protecting and healing my skin. It too didn't spread as well. The Claire's is a very thick, it's supposed to be a mask. I use it as a serum. It has a little spatula. It's very thick, but it usually thins out really well, spreads really well. The little spatula that they give you that comes with the thing has enough in it that it can cover my entire face and most of my neck. So I had trouble spreading it, and now I could feel all this stuff laying on my face, and it still felt tacky to the touch, which the Claire's can do slightly, but it doesn't. Mostly does that now that I'm putting it on top of the peptide serum. When I wasn't doing that, it didn't leave my skin tacky. It didn't necessarily leave it smooth, but I didn't feel like I was going like this on my skin, you know, when I was trying to touch my skin. And this was getting seriously annoying by this time. So I've moved on to the moisturizer. At this point, I have no hope for it. So this is a pale blue kind of soft gel. There's not as much in this particular thing as I would think are in the other ones, at least as it feels as in the other ones. As you can see, it's just kind of a translucent blue jelly type gel. It did spread more easily over my face. It got rid of the tackiness. It spreads very easily and thinly over the face. So it got rid of the tackiness, but it didn't feel like it did much else. Skin didn't feel soft and smooth, but like I had a layer on top. My face felt really uncomfortable. Most of these gels, I don't know about this one, but most of these gels have some form of dimethicone in them. That's part of what I think gives them their jelliness. I'm not positive. I have not looked up the ingredients for this particular brand, so I could be wrong, but I associate these kind of gels with a dimethicone because a lot of them have them in it. I can't see a Japanese brand doing that, but you know, you never know. I'd have to go look. But I was so uncomfortable after using all 4 of these that I ended up rinsing it all off my face. No soap, just water. And going to my morning products plus the Claire's. You all know one of my things about foundation, if you've been on the channel long enough, you know one of the things about foundation is how heavy it feels on my skin. If I can feel it on my skin, I don't like it and I won't recommend it because it feels, I just don't like the way that feels. I don't like feeling makeup on my skin even if I have makeup on my skin. It sounds very strange, but it's true. I do not like that. I don't like feeling like I have a mask on my face, I think is what it is what it comes down to. And these gave me that same kind of feeling, so I just had to get it off. There was just no way I was going to sit all night with this driving me crazy is what it would have done. It really would have. So I ended up rinsing it all off, and then I went to my morning products. Since I'd already done so much to my skin, I didn't want to overload it and do a whole lot more. My morning products include the Murad acne gel, not acne gel, acne lotion. It includes the Air Repair serum and my Air Repair moisturizer, and then usually an eye cream. However, I added the Claire's back in for this because my skin was feeling so horrible, and I knew that the Claire's would help with some of that. It was uncomfortable on my skin. Sorry about that. We had a cat emergency. The cat is fine. The people are fine, but we had to deal with it. Anyway, as I was saying, it was uncomfortable on my skin. It didn't seem to absorb. I mean, I tried to wait a few to see if it would absorb. It did not feel like it was doing anything except sitting on my skin and making my skin uncomfortable. And when I rinsed, my skin felt sensitive. Not sensitive as in, okay, this really fucked up my skin, but sensitive, you know how like if you've gone out in the wind and you've had the wind on your face, and sometimes you'll like wash your face later and your skin will feel a little touchy. My skin felt a little touchy. It did not feel like there was an allergic reaction starting, although it could have been. I don't know. I didn't keep it on my skin that long. I didn't want to. So my skin felt sensitive to the touch when I touched it, but like I'd gotten it all off, at least when I ran my fingers over my skin. Even if these were affordable, they would be a no. That just, I don't know. It's kind of disappointing. You know, I keep hearing that Korean skincare and Asian skincare is so good. And other than the Claire's, I haven't really found anything that lives up to that for me. At least not on a consistent basis. So I guess I can give these to my daughter and see if she likes them. I can't give them anywhere else because they're liquids, or I could just throw them out. I could ask her if she's not interested. I could throw them out. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I can't say I don't know. I do know. The whole thing for me is a no. It's just, it's not, like I said, it wasn't comfortable. It didn't do what it said it did to me, at least not for my skin. I don't know. I did it in the order they said to use it. I did all of that, and it just, by themselves, they didn't seem to do anything. And with my peptide stuff, I don't know if that was part of the problem either. Honestly, I don't. But I would not recommend these to anybody at all. I'm just going to throw them out. I hate to do that, because even if I don't like a product, if I can find a way to use it up, I try to find a way to use it up. I really, really do. But I just couldn't with these. I couldn't even, I just can't. And I can't recommend it to you guys. That's just me. I won't recommend something that I won't use. And I wouldn't use these. I wouldn't repurchase them. I can't even finish them up. So, I mean, you can go ahead and try the kit. $15 isn't a bad deal for 4 things that are normally extremely expensive, but at the same time, I don't think you're going to be happy with them. Now, there are probably people out there who are. I just found them not to work for me. So anyway, I hope you like what you've seen. And if you do like what you've seen, please subscribe. And if you do subscribe, well, I shouldn't say if you do subscribe. When you subscribe, please hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. I currently upload 2 days a week, Monday and Thursday. However, we do have bonus videos every week. We have, well, not every week. We've been having a lot of them lately. That's the thing. But we have indie brand openings. We have my son open his My Geek box. If you send something, that gets opened as a bonus video as well, unless you tell me otherwise. You can leave a note in the box, or you can join the domytriesthis Facebook group and leave a note there saying something is on the way, and could you please not embarrass me by opening it on the channel. And I will do my best to not embarrass you and open it on the channel. Not open it on the channel. You know what I mean. If you are interested in any of those, you will have to go ahead and hit that notification bell, because they do not go up on regular upload days. If you're part of my notification squad, please check both your bell and your subscription to make sure they're both still active. If you choose not to subscribe, well, this one was a bit of a mess, so I would understand. Cat emergencies and all. Yes, he's an old man, the cat. Poor Gambit is so old. So old. He's a truly old cat. I can't say he's so old. He's like 11 or 12, okay? But he's an old man. He was an outdoor stray. He's old. We're going to go with he's old. So, understanding that we had all of those interruptions and things, I would completely understand if you did not subscribe. However, I would be really sad. And I do hope that you'll come back again. And when you do come back again, don't forget to bring your cup of tea. All right, so this has sat here for, over 30 minutes, no matter what the video says to you guys. I'm really hoping that the flavors have strengthened up, especially that peppermint and clove. So let's give it a sip and see if that's indeed what happened. Still smells pretty. I'm getting a bit of the clove. Oh. That is interesting. So the front end of the sip is the turmeric and the clove. The clove is very light, but you do get a hint of it. And then as you get to the back end of the sip, you get that cooling peppermint sensation. Don't necessarily get the flavor of the peppermint, which is fine. I'm not a hater of peppermint. I don't like spearmint. But I actually expected to have more of the peppermint in there. But it's actually decent tea. Would I repurchase it? Maybe. In this cup, it is just a touch weak, so I would probably have to double bag it to get the kind of strength I like. But it is a tea that I would definitely think about purchasing in the future. So it's a nice tea. Alrighty, so that's it for the day. I hope you have a good one.